Hussein Irshed walks to work past a poster made up of photographs of his daughter. Danya was just 17 years old when she died. She was shot dead by Israeli security forces. In his office, Hussein shows me examples of her artwork, pictures drawn, he says, by a sweet and gentle girl.
Israel says your daughter was a terrorist and that she was attacking the soldiers and that's why she died.
How could my daughter be a terrorist? He replies. She was just a child. It is the Israelis, he says, who are the terrorists. Danya died at an Israeli checkpoint near the tomb of Abraham in Hebron. The police say they shot her as she approached them, holding a knife and yelling. But Palestinian witnesses, one of whom filmed this footage of her body, say that Danya had her hands up and was backing away from the police when she was killed. Palestinian anger spread quickly across social media. Imagine if this was your sister, said this website. The man who posted that message was 22-year-old Rad Jeradat. The day after Danya died, he was shot dead after stabbing an Israeli soldier. His last moments were captured from a distance in this CCTV footage. Rad's father told me his son was seeking vengeance for the death of the girl. The stabbing attacks, he said, are a response to the occupation and all of its violations, which drive our children to confront the soldiers. Rad had never met Danya, but at his funeral, his father proposed that they should be married. Hussein, in the front row of the mourners here, accepted. The two fathers embraced, celebrating what's seen here as their children's heroism.
Hebron is brimming with ingredients for confrontation. Here in the old city, a disputed holy place, and right in the middle of the Palestinian population, a small community of Jewish settlers under Israeli military protection, with all of the road closures and the checkpoints that entails.
Israel has deployed hundreds of extra soldiers to Hebron, but the security forces are not the only targets for the knife attackers. Hadar Bukris was a drama student at a Jewish settlement just outside Hebron. She was stabbed to death 3 weeks ago as she made her way back from class.
I'm particularly always pray for peace. And I know the difficulties of the conflict. I really do know, but
it's not mean anything. It's not
it's not a good reason to kill people.
It's not a good reason to kill someone.
And it was so innocent.
The killing continued in Hebron today. Odeh Ashid was the older brother of Danya, the Palestinian girl whose death began this story. He was shot dead by Israeli forces during a riot. So now 2 of Hussein's children are revered as martyrs here in an old conflict which has found new energy and keeps claiming young lives. Geraint Vincent, News at 10, Hebron.